Hello everyone, Tower 5 here and welcome to Rare Roads Online. Today I have a special episode for you. We take a train from the coal mine at one end all the way to the iron ore mine. This is probably going to be my longest video of Rare Roads Online. We have 8 cars. We have a total of 15 cars today, plus that includes this caboose. The front 8 cars, which are all full of steel beams, of these steel beams. Each of those 8 cars weigh 9,000 pounds with the cargo loaded. 5 coal cars, each weighing 22,000, and then the final car, which is the final coal car, which is this one right here, weighs 48,000 pounds. And what locomotive do we have to haul all this? We have number 55, locomotive 55, which is the k27, weighing 57 tons. You're going to notice that there are warnings popping up in the corner here. Just ignore them. I can't seem to get rid of them, and believe me, they're annoying. It's just basically telling me what I already know, and that is that industries need supplies, and that's what we're doing. But yeah, we got all these cars, all this weight, and a k27 locomotive up front that weighs 57 tons. So let's get into it. Alright, let's get going. So we are all the way back here at the caboose. My character is actually up in the engine, but we're able to move around now. Here's the last car that weighs 48, 22, and then these up here weigh 9,000, as I told you in the intro. And we got our locomotive, number 55, the k27. So let's get rolling. Before I do that, let me just check to make sure that switches are set. We're going to leave the coal mine here, go all the way down here to Midway. Down here at Midway, let's make sure that this switch is set. Yep, that switch is set out of Midway Yard. Come all the way up here into the sawmill. Those switches are set. That switch is set. And then we should come into the Tower 5 yard. Yes, we do. Come in on the main line track. Yep, come in through downtown Tower 5 rail yard. Leave the rail yard and come all the way out here into no man's land. Stay left at the switch, right, and then right into the iron works. So yeah, we got quite a load ahead of us, so let's get rolling. The good news is that once we get rolling, we'll be able to pick up some pretty good, decent speed along the way. The beginning part here, we won't be able to go over this descending part. We don't want to be going anything more than really 5 miles an hour, which is kind of painful. I've tried many different ways to fix this, but you know, at this rate, if it works, it works. Even if it's a bit tedious, it works. So we're going to set up our air brakes as soon as the locomotive gets on the grade here. Best part of being able to move around on the train with the camera is you can watch things from different angles. So we're already on the grade. Coming around the corner here. I know that this video is going to be a long one. I know that already. Ooh. Get some air brakes set up. More air brakes. More air brakes. More brakes. Probably going to want 40 set. 40 set on air. We're holding a good 5 miles an hour with the 40. This is the worst section right here, is this turn coming out of the coal mine. Once we get over there onto that bridge, we can pick up to our speed of 20 until we hit midway, and then we'll slow down to probably about 5 or 10, and then be able to pick back up to 20. Oh, and along the way you'll get to see some wildlife. That was a DLC that was added. I believe I know I got a lot of like lions and bears on this on the line, or next to the line, I should say. God, I just love this engine. This engine is such a beauty to me, despite the whistle. Yeah, I mean, it's such a beautiful locomotive, and watching it work, oh, just such a joy. Such a joy to get to watch the engine. Just like when you have the engine of the working hard, it is just a wonderful sound. I've had this engine now since I believe I bought it in November of 2024, so I've had it for quite a few months now, and it has never once failed to impress me. It is a really, really good engine, really reliable and dependable. It's taken us over 6 minutes just to get to this part here. This is going to be a long video, I know that. But you know what? It's okay. It'll be good. It'll be entertaining. If you are enjoying Railroads Online, by the way, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. You know, let me know in the comments section. I am planning on using the Shay at one point, which will probably make this video look like really short compared to the Shay, where it can only reach very painful speeds. So you can see our engine is now on this side. I love how this track is built. This corner here took me about 6 times to rebuild to just try and get it to work, but you know, it does its job. Alright, let's get a little power into it. I'm actually going to be 100% silent as we go up this hill, so you can hear this engine work. Now you know why I like it. I just love this engine. Every time I work with this engine, with the class, the k27, it's just great. I love it. We'll actually see my second k27, which is in the Power 5 yard. That is the passenger locomotive. That runs from the yard to Midway. So the train is, this is a 15 car train, and it is going to be good. I'm excited. Excited to get this train in and deliver all this. Alright, 55, let's pick up some speed. Let's get some speed going. We'll still have to manage our speed coming down the hill, but So how's everyone doing today? I personally think it's a great day. As of me recording this, it is currently March 2nd. Oh, look at this engine. I love the Class 125. It is Class 125, aka the K27. It's just, such a good looking engine. You know, if this is as close as we get to having it like a K36, I'll be happy. You know, as I've thought about it more and more, you know, you don't really need the biggest engine in the world. I mean, even the Class 70 or the Woodland Eureka, I mean, they're pretty powerful just as they are. I mean, we're not. I mean, this engine pulls pretty much whatever I put behind it, and it has absolutely no issue with it. I gotta do a double header one of these days. What's nice about this now, about the update that happened, is you can now do a double header locomotive, like having two locomotives, and instead of having to try to work both locomotives, like jumping from cab to cab, both engines will work with the throttle. So like, I'm in the UI here, so if we had two engines, both engines would work together, the whistles would be connected, and it really is quite fun to watch. This is the Tower 5 Railway. We mean business. We are coming down the main as fast as possible. I try to stick to the track speed. I don't really want to get up to 60 miles an hour with this train. Especially because if I had to stop and you're doing 60 with this thing, it would not be a good day. I actually remember one time when I was coming up with a different engine and had to back the train down before I built the turnaround at the coal mine. The couplers, like the Lincoln pin had broke. That was before the couplers, and the cars took off down this main line here, and it was an absolute disaster. Alright, let's slow down here, because these signs will tell us, it's probably going to say, let's see, what's it say? Approaching Midway Yard. We got this steep section right here onto the bridge. So that was honestly the hard part, was getting down to Midway from the coal mine. From here it's pretty smooth riding for the most part. Gotta make sure we take it easy coming down into this section right here. There we go. we'll come off the brakes and just let the train kind of coast down in here. So there's where the train turns around, where the passenger train turns around. Again, just ignore all those warnings. I really wish I could get them to go away, because believe me, they're incredibly annoying. Ah, we got some wildlife up here. Oh yes, one of the bears are doing exactly what I love. You know what? Let's stop the train just so I can show this off, because this is pretty funny. Oh. Watch this. Watch these bears. Watch this guy right here. Looks around. Hi! Scratches his face. Looks around. Hi! Oh, and then we got our friend the mountain lion over here. How we doing, buddy? Anything interesting? No? Why don't you go hang out with all your buddies over there? Yeah, I love the animals. It brings a bit more, it brings almost what feels a little bit more life to the game. Alright, onwards. Over Clear Creek. There's more lions. Ah, and we got our first house and railroad crossing. So you will see some houses and railroad crossings. I had to build all of them, unfortunately. Like, I had to put everything in. Every single railroad crossing has a sign that says, "Be smart, the Tire Railway thanks you." Basically just saying, look both ways before you cross, use caution around the railroad, stuff like that. Alright, so now we are on the track, the Midway track, which is basically just a nice track that cuts through a lot of the areas. This is one of the ways that this is actually the main line of passage around. So we'll open up the throttle. As you can see, down there is the smelter. Yeah, that's the smelter down there. Got some eagle buddies up here, as you can see. Hey guys. So, yeah, I love the animals. They make it feel a lot more lively. Oh, hi buddies. How's it going? Oh, and then we got the petting zoo basically up here. Basically me just having fun with it. So as you can see, there's a lot of mountain lions here, all really enjoying being close to the main line. And then more up here with bears over here. Such a nice big family. Look at them all. Bunch of babies, bunch of mountain lions. Pretty funny. I like it. I know it's not realistic, but it's really funny. More mountain lions sitting up on the hill right there. You can see them. Oh. And then over here, I think we have, yep, 2 deer with a bunch of mountain lions behind them, waiting to have their lunch. Yeah. And then we got this group up here, group of 3 of them. Now we are coming up to the Workhorse Bridge, which was named after the old Class 70 Workhorse. When the flood came through, and I found the engine down here and rebuilt it as Old Reliable. But I wanted to make a bridge for it, so Workhorse Bridge. So this is the Workhorse Bridge. Found the engine right down here in this area right down in here. The foliage came back nicely after the flood, that's for sure. All the trees. Yeah, we're cruising right along. Now we're coming up to the sawmill, to the wonderful sawmill. And normally we'd have to go all the way up to the woodland yard to turn around, but I took care of that by building a little bit of a section track to try to get rid of it, to not have to go all the way up there and just swing around over here, which turned out being a great idea. Look at that. Seeing that engine just working over there is just such a joy to me. Get some more power under the engine. Alright, now we're back onto the main line. We're on the main line. Oh, here comes the big town. Yeah, as you can see, we got some nice buildings here. Nice railroad crossing. An old station depot that's not used, and then a nice little wagon cart over here. Houses with fencing. So yeah, pretty nice area. Now we're approaching the heart of the entire railway, the Tower 5 Railroad. This is the Tower 5 yard. And we'll see most of the other engines, like engine 15, we'll see 2 other engines, 125 and engine 15. So So yard limit, tower 5 yard. Through the yard, we try to keep the speed limit is about 10 miles an hour, as you can see according to that sign. So we're going to keep the engine right at 10 as we come through here. So there's the passenger train. It's about 6 cars with a caboose at the back. And as you can see, that's 125. It has a little stack thing on the top so that ash doesn't get sent out. Over there's Ruby, the Ruby Basin, engine 4 with the plow and everything. Basically our service train. There's engine 15, oh, and the number 8, the Cook 280, that's just sitting there, not being used. The caboose for engine 15. We got actually engine 15 train, which is the coal cars at the back. Now you can see 20, so we can bring her from 10 back up to 20. Now we can basically pick up some speed. Oh, the railroad crossing up ahead. This engine is giving us everything it's got, giving us a nice show. See cylinders. Look at that. Just giving us a show. That's 55 for you. I need to do a little work in here. It seems like a lot of trees really close to me. And I still have one industry I need to connect to, which is the refinery. Down. Got the switch coming up for iron mining. So that would go to the refinery at this switch once I build it, it'll keep going straight to the refinery. We're getting off the main, getting onto the side track. We're coming into here and we're going to be unloading. We're going to dim our headlight a little bit. About 15, that'll work. That way we're not blinding all the workers here. Alright, we're going to come to a nice gentle stop right here. Nice and gentle. Perfect. Just like that. Alright, I'm not going to bore you with unloading this thing. So I'm going to end it right here. We made it all the way down to the iron ore, down here to the iron mine. Or the iron works, I should say. From the coal mine. So we went from here all the way to here in 31 minutes. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy. Considering that we went all the way over here, and then over here, around here, over there, all the way out here. So, yeah, we are quite literally on the other side of the map. So, if we were to go straight out over here, you can see there's the refinery that I have not connected to yet. And if I were to go over this mountain, there's the main line where we just were. The bridge, the turns, and the coal mine where we had started out. So yeah, we went over the mountains, but we did it the longest way possible. So yeah, that's going to do it. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Railroads Online. Got to see the K27 in action, and yeah, we will see you all later. Have a great rest of your day and be safe. And remember, be smart when it comes to the railroad. Bye.